Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a flip through of my July journal. This is 1 month, this journal that I made. I printed out the paper and I bound it with cardstock, or not cardstock, sorry, poster board, and then I decorated it. And we're going to do a flip through of this. I do not like the cover, I'll say that right off the bat. It's too busy, but this poster board was white. I couldn't get black poster board, so I wanted it black, so I painted it black. The black paint was so shiny that everything was sticking to it and it looked bad. So I was like, okay, let's cover it in stickers, because normally I like that look, but this just did not work for me. But it's okay. It's not like I have this book for a year. It was only for 1 month, so I was like, I can live with the stickers, but I don't want to do this again. Now, I was pregnant during this time, so I thought that this was kind of funny, like RIP all my energy, because I was so tired and I craved oranges, so I liked this little snail orange. And then this is the month of our anniversary, so I've been saving these stickers. I love them, the I love you and I know from Star Wars. I think these stickers are really cute. And then some of these I just liked. Simply meant to be. Here's another heart. I like this one for our anniversary, and then I pictured this sticker as me with my cat, and then I pictured this one as my sister. I think with her plan, I thought these reminded me of her and I. And yeah, and then I just put July 2025 at the bottom. Now, when I made this, my thought process was that I might make one for each month, and I have not done that for the rest of the months for this year, but I do have one book for July, so let's flip through it. This poster board was awful. It just tears so easily. It's a very strange poster board. It's almost like it was it was not bendable at all, so it tore really easily, and so I will not be using this poster board again if I do make more of these books. So the first page is blank, and then I have my calendar, which I really enjoyed decorating. I just kind of chose just random collage stickers from Pinterest, and I drew the grid and then kept track of like my doctor's appointments, the week I was pregnant. I was 32 weeks, 33, 34. Some of the days that I walked. I like having a calendar, and I see a calendar as like memory keeping more than like planning. I'm not a planner person, and sometimes calendars can be very like they're for planning. Like, I have a calendar for like when I work, and it's just like work stuff, but for my journal, I like to document maybe when I went to the doctor, but also like memorable things, like the week I was pregnant, or when someone came to visit me, or if we were traveling, like where we were each day. So that's how I like to see my calendar, as like this is also memory keeping, not just planning appointments. So and that's why I also like to decorate it so it's pretty to look at. I really struggled with this page, like trying to make it look aesthetically pleasing. But I had this idea of, or I guess this isn't my idea, someone posted this, of like having a book for each month, and then I don't know if this is, I don't think it's tape, I think it's Velcro. I don't know if you can really see, but like kind of combining all the books for each month and then like putting it all together, and then putting the year. And like 12 books would make a year. I still like that idea sometimes, and I love how this looks. I think these are field notes though, so they're small. This is obviously a really big book, but I still think about this. This is when I made the book and was struggling with it. It rained this day. Yeah, this is the day that I finished the journal, was trying to figure out how I felt about it, and I put, I'm nauseous. So I was thinking about archiving and like journal systems, because I still, even right now, I still don't really know exactly what I want to be in for next year. I'm still struggling with it, but yeah, I struggled with this page. I took so many stickers off. I like put things and switched them out. I like this page. I was talking about Vietnam and Thailand, places we want to visit or maybe live when we retire, and just had a lot to say about it. But I like how the pictures were down here and then a lot of writing. Like, I like how the page was split up. Yeah, I was kind of talking about like how crazy an adventure that would be to like move to Thailand, and then some facts about Thailand and Vietnam, because I wanted to know more about those places. Here, just kind of trying to make the page aesthetically pleasing. Like, this has no meaning to it. I just liked the picture. And I was talking about how I slept for 12 hours. Again, pregnant, so I slept really well while I was pregnant. And then I guess there was a really bad thunderstorm. I like how this picture looks in the middle of the page. Like, I like how that looks, but sticking stuff in the middle does mean that the book is gonna thicken faster, and I did not want this book to become really thick, so I tried not to do that too much. This was the 4th of July, so I kind of just wrote about the 4th of July. I wrote a prayer down here. I really liked this picture, and then the power went out on the 4th of July, and I freaked out because it was like, I am pregnant. I am already so hot. And it was scorching, like it's July in Texas, so it was very like, oh my gosh, the electricity has to turn back on. And I also thought of like all my neighbors with all the people they were having over, that they were probably so upset that like the TV's not working, they can't cook, the lights are off. So thankfully, it was not out for very long, because I was really worried that I was gonna just like get so hot. This was a very brown page, which I liked, like lots of neutral tones, but I worked on a painting this day. I was reading From Below by Darcy Coates. I had hot chocolate, even though it was the middle of summer. I didn't drink very much coffee. I still don't drink very much coffee postpartum, but so if I wanted something warm to drink, I would have hot chocolate. And then, oh, these French toast sticks from Kodak are so good. If you put them in the air fryer with a little bit of butter, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm sure it's so many calories, but I was pregnant, so I did not care. And then I just would drizzle syrup on it. So good. And I guess I slept bad that day. But I liked how this page turned out. I really love putting like really big pictures, and when they match, you know. So here I was trying something a little different. I don't mind this. This bothers me because I watched The Notebook that day. I think this is actually still all the 4th of July, actually. Yeah, because I didn't put a date. I did a lot of writing this day. And I watched The Notebook, but this picture, he does not have a beard. This is like incorrect, because in this scene, he has a beard. And I stuck this down and I kept looking at it. I was like, why does he look so odd? And I was like, this is wrong. This is like edited. So every time I see it, I'm like, he's supposed to have facial hair. But I watched The Notebook, and then, oh, poor Batsy. The fireworks are so loud. We live, like, there's a ranch right behind us, and so there's like a lot of land around us, and so the fireworks were so much louder here than in our other home, where it was like just neighborhood. And poor Batsy didn't know what to do. She would like try to avoid them by going into a different room, and then realize it's not any better there, so she would like run out, and I would try to help her, but she still was like, I would try to hold her and she was freaking out. So what I did is I put her favorite little purse. She has like a bag, not a purse, a bag. And I put it on the floor next to me, and then I played a movie and I played it loud to drown out the like very inconsistent like boom of the fireworks. And that helped, and she laid down but poor thing. Like, I always feel so bad for pets on the 4th of July and New Year's. But like in our other home, it didn't bother her, but they were so loud here. But that's a whole other thing, fireworks and pets. But this is, it like kind of gets me a little upset. Anyway, this is, oh, I posted a picture of the video that I posted, which was my July TBR. Yeah. I like putting the picture of the videos that I posted during the month, because it just kind of helps me remember, like, oh, I did like all of this and I worked so hard to make this video. So I like to put those in my journal. And I don't love that it's like this. Like, I wish I put it horizontal, but it's fine. It doesn't bother me that much. Okay, there's something just like a little personal up there. So I have this really cute picture though of Batsy in the book that I was reading, and then I continued to work on my painting. So I took a picture of like the paints. I love this picture. And then I created this channel, Echoes on Paper, and it was quite a, I don't want to say, it wasn't too difficult, but it was a process because I had to transfer all of my videos from my other channel to this channel, which is like now just only journal stuff. And so I worked really hard to make this channel and then to transfer everything over, because I wanted to like isolate my channel. So I have a book channel, a journal channel, and then like my vlog and art channel. So yeah, and I'm really happy with this channel and like how it looks and everything. So this made me really happy. So I took a screenshot of it and put it here. Tyler got us something. I don't know. Nuggets, fries. This must be from McDonald's, I'm thinking. Because, yeah, I think this is from McDonald's. So I put it here. I like to put like coffee stickers or food stickers from like packaged food in my journal. And especially like being pregnant, food was really, really important. Yeah, so here I was trying to decide if I want to get the Stalogy journal to replace this one, which I did get. And then here's a little apple sticker for an Envy apple, because I ate so many of those. Here I'm just talking about my day. I like to put, if you don't know, I like to put the time that I am writing and then just what I'm doing at that time. So I wrote at like 1, 2, almost 6, and then almost 11. And that's how I like to journal, just by time. I don't wait until like the end of the day to write about my day. I like timestamp it. And then here I finished watching Breaking Bad. I always like to do like a rewatch every once in a while, but my printer, oh, this was an issue. I ran out of yellow. So everything was so blue and red, and it took me forever. I refill my own printer, like with refillable ink. And because ink for the printer that I have, this like old printer, is so expensive. It's like over $100 for refills. So I learned to refill it myself, but sometimes it is a task and it takes a few days. And so this, I just left it like this, even though the colors were off. Like here on Jesse's face, it's like half pink and half yellow. But I just left it. But really good show, and I wanted to make a spread for it. I finished the book. And then I did a leg and core workout, so I was writing about that, and I hurt myself from doing this workout. Here's a picture of Batsy. Again, the colors are off. It was not supposed to be this blue, and her fur is like a little bit pink, but I loved this picture because she's covering her eyes. It's so cute. This spread may not be super aesthetic looking, but I like it because these are all things that I ate like religiously being pregnant that did not make me sick. So the Kodak waffles and the French toast sticks, and they have protein. Protein spaghetti. Well, actually, I might have gotten sick from this once, but it wasn't something that I could like no longer eat after getting sick from it. Like I would still eat it. I still would crave it. And then, oh my goodness, these Skinny Cow ice cream sandwiches. Like I didn't care about the calories, that they were low calorie. I didn't care about that. They're just the best tasting sandwiches because the like inside is so, it's like light, it's not heavy, and so these are so good. One right now actually sounds super great. And then the Light and Fit yogurt, again, like I didn't buy it because it was like lower calorie. This is just the one that I like the flavor of the most, and I ate so much Greek yogurt while pregnant. I still have continued to eat it, but I wanted to put like just as a reminder of the things that I really loved while pregnant. So I cut out the packaging and stuck them in here. I knew it was gonna make the book thick because these are like cardboard, but I thought it was worth it. Some shows that we watched, or this is a show, this was a movie. We watched The Snake, which was a really fun show to watch, like a competition show. And then Triangle of Sadness. This was just a crazy movie, but it was fun to watch, except in this movie, there's like, I don't know, like a 5-minute scene of like everyone throwing up because they're sick on a ship. And you just don't realize how many movies and shows have scenes where people are throwing up until you are pregnant. I would point it out to Tyler all the time, like, look, every movie and like every show we watch, someone throws up. And it, of course, would make me feel sick. So I would always have to fast forward those parts. But it's so funny. That was something that really stuck with me, or something that really not stuck out. Stuck out to me was like how many throw up scenes there are in movies and shows. And you don't really realize it until you're pregnant and you're the one throwing up and everything makes you sick. And then on this page, I just wrote quite a bit. I was 32 weeks pregnant, so I put a little screenshot of my app, my like tracking app. But the app, this is like purple and I don't like purple, so I made it black and white so that it like looked better. This is not like my favorite spread ever, but I liked keeping little snapshots of my progress. So I mean, I was getting pretty close to the end here. 32. Yeah, only 7 weeks and 6 days. Well, I guess not super close to the end, but like, I mean, 32 weeks is pretty far. And then Popeyes, we got Popeyes. Tyler really loves Popeyes, and I mean I do too, but he like really loves it. And I got the spicy sandwich, and oh my goodness, that my stomach did not like that. I love spicy food, but that sandwich was like actually spicy. I thought, you know, places like fast food especially says things are spicy and then they're not really spicy. It was, and my stomach was so upset. This spread I redid so many times and I still don't like it. Oh my gosh. This is covered up. I had an awful night of sleep. Oh, I was talking about the sandwich because I had such bad heartburn. Being, you know, pregnant, you have a lot of heartburn. But I didn't sleep until 5:30. That's when I fell asleep. So I have this little meme of Elmo in the flames. I like this picture, and then my back was hurting, so I put this little like clip art of a spine, and I hate it. I hated how this looked. And then I also have the little sticker of the apple. It just looks bad, so I covered it with this picture of a spine, but which is better, but still not what I was going for. It was not what I was going for. And then over here I put pizza because I ate a lot of pizza during this time. It was my nephew's birthday and I wasn't able to go because of my back and my ribs. Like, I wasn't able to go to his birthday, but he was writing about it a little bit. And then I have more pictures. Oh, this is the thumbnail for the video that I posted about my painting. And then this is the painting that I was, my reference that I was working from. And then this is the other video that I posted. So I just put some pictures and I was gonna write here and just did not get to it. Some other movies that we watched. I watched a lot of shows and movies because it's kind of what you have energy for. But we watched Gotta Get Out. This show is so good. We were waiting for another season to come out. It's so entertaining. Awesome show. And then, ooh, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I do remember this movie. I didn't really like this movie very much. Demolition with Jake Gyllenhaal. And then Long Distance. This one was interesting because it had aliens, and I like aliens. Then just some writing over here. You're gonna see quite a few of these MV Apple things. Sorry, the lighting changes. I'm using natural light, so. This. I made this spread very big because this is a scene from a show where this guy invites celebrities to come on his show and they have to improvise, and he has a script. So he was telling him to like do stuff that was funny for the show, and this guy's improvising, so he's like laughing and he's like, what? Like, you really want me to do this? And this scene from that show makes me crack up. And I was like crying, laughing. Like Tyler, anytime Tyler would show it to me, I would just like cry, laugh. It's so funny. And then, so I put this here, which is such a like good memory of us just like cracking up watching this. And then I put this little fragile sticker because I think my emotions were very fragile. Like, I think I watched this so many times and laughed, but there was one time that I was laughing watching this and then just started crying and got super emotional, and I told him, I was like, I don't know why, but this is like now making me cry, like sad cry. So my emotions were just kind of all over the place, but this is really funny. Godzilla, ooh, I think I had to glue these down a few times. Like, these are really thick for some reason, I don't remember why, but oh, I think I glued these down on this page and then had to cut out the page and re-glue it. So these are like very thick because there's paper under each picture. But I love the first Godzilla movie and I did a rewatch, so put those pictures there. I was very sleepy this day. I liked this little like collage of stickers. I keep writing about Batsy. I think at this time, Batsy was waking me up throughout the night. It says that she woke me up at 4 and 6. She had some sleep problems, I guess, at this time because she was waking me up. Yeah, for a few days. Batsy just entered the room right now. I have a photo of these pictures. I started to work on my wall in my living room. So I have a map that was already up. This has been up for a while, but then I put some pictures of my ultrasound in a frame, and I love that. And then some tickets from when we were in London and we went to Buckingham Palace, and then our Louvre tickets. So I like how this is looking, but I actually haven't added to it since then. And then under here, I learned this from, I don't know which channel, but making like a door or like a cover for maybe some areas that you don't want to, that you just kind of want to keep private. like very personal stuff, or maybe things that you, I forget, there was like another reason for covering it up too. But anyway, so I have some journaling under here, and then I found this on Pinterest. I was like, oh, that's funny. It's just like blah, 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 blah. So I put it on here, but if I did want to see what I wrote, it's just a little sticker right here that I could peel up. Batsy with a stack of books. I was listening to The Summons by Sleep Token. I don't remember who on YouTube was talking about Sleep Token, but they said they really liked their music. So I looked it up and I liked this song a lot. It's actually a very long song. It's like 6 minutes or something, but I liked that. So I like to put, I haven't been listening to a lot of music, but sometimes I really am into music, and I like to put little snapshots of the music I'm listening to. We watched Archive, good movie. Cool plot twist at the end, and then I put this TV. I really like what I did here. Oh, and I said I slept bad again. This is a video that I posted. Oh yeah, just this is about my journaling video, and then I don't know why this side is blank. And then this is July 20th, which is our 8-year anniversary. So I wanted to make a spread for us, and I put in all these pictures. I love all these pictures, they're so cute. And I put all the hearts to kind of fill the space. I was struggling with the spread, and I don't know that I love the hearts like a lot, but it does kind of help to fill the space a little bit. But I was struggling with like where to put the pictures. But I have a spread there, and then I have this balloon heart with just like a message, kind of personal, so I'm gonna cover part of it up. But I liked printing out like a whole picture and then writing on top of it. I liked doing that. I thought it like looked cool. I finished The Ruins by Scott Smith and loved it. It was such a good horror book, really gross. Enjoyed it a lot. I was getting back into reading at this point in July. I think that's when I started to pick up reading again. And then, oh, I guess my Stalogy notebook got here. Have some little stickers here. I listened to The Wager book. Oh, and I had energy this morning. I like that I have little, like, if I slept well or did not at the top of my journal. But yeah, it looks like I slept really well and got a lot of stuff done this day. I started a painting. I started Jaws, and I put it in here because I thought I was gonna finish it. I have not finished it. It's kind of boring. I don't feel like it's one of those horror movies that, like, in my opinion, like, stood the test of time. I don't know. I don't like it. Like, there are old horror movies that I really love. I thought this was boring. Here I just have a picture because I had a lot of empty space, and I liked how that looked. I read Intensity by Dean Koontz, and Batsy was here with me. Super cute picture. Good book, really intense book about a serial killer. Here we just have some writing. I drank some coffee. More writing. It says I couldn't fall asleep. And Batsy woke me up. Man, Batsy woke me up a lot this month. Here, this is kind of a rough spread, but my mom came to visit me to help me set up for the baby because I had a lot of setting up to do, and it was kind of something that I didn't have energy to do, but knew like it's okay because my mom's gonna come help me. And when she came to help me, she did so much, and I was really grateful for her help. But we set up the crib and like washed all her clothes and sanitized everything. So I have some pictures here. I think I didn't like how these looked in color, and I wanted them to look a little bit more Or I might have still been having a hard time with my printer. That might actually be it. That's why the black and white, I think this could have looked better. This could have been a prettier spread. I was working on an idea for the wall in my office that just did not work. I thought this is gonna look so cool. It did not. Oh, I think that's the end. I was at times very paranoid about running out of pages, and then other times I was like, I'm just gonna write as much as I want. I was also worried about making this book too thick. It did thicken up quite a bit. For 1 month, I thought this is a little too thick. However, I loved working in this book. I felt creative. Not all of these spreads are like my favorite spreads I've ever made, but I enjoyed working in here and making my pictures. Like, I liked having a big space to work with, and I would like the paper and the grid. Like, I felt like the darkness and the thickness of the grid, like the size of the grid, is just perfect. I feel like everything was perfect about this book, except the fact that this is 1 month. That's what bothered me about this. Like, if I had 12 of these, the stack would be like huge. It'd be too big. So I wish I could bind books and make them as thin as like when you purchase a journal. Like, this is not that many pages, but because it's self-bound, like I can only make it go so flat. And when you buy a journal, it could be like 200 pages and still be like, or maybe not 200, maybe like 150 pages, and it'll be thinner than this because it's like squished, if that makes sense. But that's my July journal. I hope you enjoyed me flipping through this. It was fun I haven't flipped through this in a little while, to like see the pages again. I had a really good time in here. I did not continue with this for August because I got my Stalogy journal, which I will be doing a flip through of August soon. But I did enjoy being in here. Lots of good memories stored in this book. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye.